It's a Legends final ride. Hall of Famer Mike Martin in his 40th and last season as a head coach of Florida State wants to stay on the winning side of things here in the Athens Regional. To do that, he's going to lean on one of the best pitchers in the country. C.J. Van Eyck and the Florida State Seminoles will have their hands full because Emerson Hancock can match him K for K and inning for inning. It's an old school classic pitching matchup tonight. Means if they continue to win, they will host all the way to Omaha, a place they haven't been in a while. And if they get there, they'll be led by one of the best two-way players in baseball, Aaron Schunk, three-hole hitter, third baseman, and closer coming off of a two-homer game against Mercer. Facing a really good one, C.J. Van Eyck was an All-American coming out of high school, sophomore out of Steinbrenner High School, who turned down the pros to come to Florida State, 19th round pick. Georgia team that hit the ball all over the yard in their 13-2 win against Mercer last night. Maxwell had a grand slam in that one. Lifts his pitch to deep left field. It's way gone. Leadoff home run, Maxwell. How do you do, Tucker Maxwell? His 12th home run of the season. Second in as many days.
Trying to go fastball inside. You can see Matthew Nelson setting up there. Two-seamer just tails away. It might have been a ball. I don't know if that would have been a called strike. It might have been down, but it goes right into that swing path of Tucker Maxwell. Rides the jet stream out to left field. Gives Georgia the early lead.
Barreled that one up the middle. Georgia's Emerson Hancock. But Georgia has been all over Van Eyck early.
They stumble balls that haven't found holes.
So much for their theory. Leadoff home run from Tucker Maxwell against C.J. Van Eyck. And Van Eyck buttons up, and now Hancock will take the mound. They swing it like they did yesterday. They certainly can. Against Florida Atlantic, Mendoza hit 2 home runs. The 9-hole hitter, Tim Becker, hit 2 home runs. More on him later. 7th in the country in ERA.
I talked about Hancock off the open time, and he really is one of the best arms in the entire country. Just a sophomore. We saw the stuff last year, and the stuff is a fastball up to 98. First pitch of the game that we had in Hoover last weekend was 98. He'll throw the slider at any time. It's a rare combination of power fastball, power breaking ball, and elite control. Over the course of the season, Hancock's walked just 18 and 86 in the third.
Got his regional off to a hot start. Ladles this one into center. Maxwell late jump. Coming on in the sun. Lost the shades, got twisted up and made the catch. Mendoza on the run. Strike 3 call. Robbie Martin caught looking. Pitcher's duel is on. Georgia has an early lead. Van Eyck is rolling now. Zip, top of the second inning in Baton Rouge. To the left side, Mendoza diving stop, not known for his glove. Showing up here in the second inning, an 8-pitch frame for C.J. Van Eyck.
From an analytics standpoint, spin rate's off the charts, and the pro side seems to like it more on the mound than in the outfield.
Chops this one into the dirt. Cam Shepard fires. 2 down.
Out of the 9 slot. That's why the Vanderbilt offense is so dangerous.
And he sends this one to right center. Flowers drifting after it. It's going to one-hop the wall. Tucker Maxwell is 2 for 2 with a home run and a double. Poked the opposite way. Maxwell will stop at third. Georgia's got runners at the corners with nobody out. Former Lovett standout hits it on the ground. Salvatore, DeSadas throw high, and it gets all the way into the dugout. And Schunk will get an extra base, and it gets a run home. Their bracket's been pushed back. Here's the 1-2 to Cable. Got him swinging at the changeup. Back-to-back strikeouts for C.J. Van Eyck, but Georgia adds another run thanks to a Maxwell double. Plays about the level of a good high school team in the state of Florida. So Becker homered twice yesterday, and he skies this one deep to right field. King to the fence, and he did it again! Tim Becker with 3 career home runs, and they've come in the last 2 games.
Come on, man. Come on.
Senior walk-on. His dad is in the stands. One of his former club teammates is in the stands. This is movie stuff.
Yeah, it's his 5th start of the year. And 3 of those starts have come in the last 3 games for Florida State. Tim Becker did not have a home run in his collegiate career until he started the game yesterday. Now, like Martin was talking about it today.
Little flare. A knock for Salvatore.
Becker hit 2 home runs yesterday. His second was in the 7th inning.
He does everything right. He knows how to hit the cutoff man. He knows where he's supposed to be. And Florida State string it together against Emerson Hancock here in the 3rd.
This is swing and miss stuff, though.
There's a punch-out. Those hits follow Tim Becker home run to open it. And this one's lifted towards right center field. Maxwell racing back again. Made the catch. And they got a chance for a double play. Racing back to first, this is Reese Albert. The throw off the line. Hancock gathers and guns. Wow, momentum back to the Dogs on an outfield assist from Tucker Maxwell. Mike Martin is out talking with the 3rd base umpire. Tyler Holt, the first base coach, had a word with the umpire on the first base line, and the officials are going to get together. There is replay review available for Levin if he wants it. What a crazy finish to that inning. And in this double play, Mike Salvatore is able to score from 3rd. Tony Losi leading the charge for the Georgia team, coming all the way out to the first baseline. A first base umpire, Mark Wagers, had to walk the Bulldogs back. But before the 3rd out was recorded, Travis Reininger pointed to the plate and said the run scores. So we are tied at 2.
A college football environment tonight, Ty. I love this early. Reese Albert was 10 steps past second base.
Sullivan is a real estate major. His buddy Maxwell covered a lot of that to get to that catch. 4th straight K for C.J. Van Eyck. Got 11 ribbies today. He homered 3 times. C.J. Van Eyck showing his emotion. So are the Florida State faithful. He is K-8 through 4 and a barn burner in Athens. A couple of future big leaguers pitching with emotion tonight.
See a lot of this from Emerson Hancock either. I mean, the stuff we're used to, C.J. Van Eyck kind of returning the favor right there. Van Eyck 8 punch-outs in the game through 4 innings. He's now struck out 5 in a row.
And Flowers lifts this one to right center. Maxwell on his horse again. Tucker Maxwell won't get to it. Gets it off of a hop. The payoff. Breaking ball, foul territory. I had to say fair, pardon me. And it turns Sullivan all the way around. Then he slips and couldn't make the catch from his backside. A run's going to come home. J.C. Flowers scampers home with the go-ahead run for Florida State. Runner not going. Pitch is lasered into right field. Cacedas on his way to 3rd. Riley King finally gets it off of the warning track. It's a stand-up double for Carter Smith. 2nd double this inning for Florida State. He said yesterday he tracked the ball towards the scoreboard, saw the pitcher's reaction, knew it was special. This is special. He'll get home to Cacedas. They're going to send Smith. The throw to the plate is wide, and Tim Becker delivers again.
Come on, man. I mean, this is 2 home runs yesterday. The home run today is one thing. You're facing a guy in Emerson Hancock that's mid-90s. Gets a first pitch changeup. Tim Becker swings through it. Watch how he stays on this one. That's another changeup, and you can see the glove from Meadows was turned over, thinking that ball was going to be down in the dirt. Becker keeps the barrel in the zone long enough to barrel it up out to center field, and the Noles now back to back to back to back hits.
And they went on the road to UConn. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Little dribbler to the left of the mound. Hancock gathers, fires, got him. But Florida State puts a 3 spot on the board thanks to the bottom half of the order. The ace threw 76 pitches. He's done after allowing more runs tonight than he had all season in just 4 innings. Are you surprised he's out already?
I'm not, based on the swings that we saw Florida State take, and 9 hits allowed in 4 innings.
Georgia has a deep bullpen. Drew Mendoza tees off on the first offering from Webb. And he top spins one into center field. It's the second hit of the game for Mendoza, who homered twice yesterday. 24 strikeouts and 22 2/3 pitched. Sharply hit opposite way, past Cam Shepard. Back-to-back hits to start the 5th. Pulled to the left side, it'll get through. Mendoza's scored. Robbie Martin coming home. The throw's cut off by Shunk, and Florida State gets a 2-run single from Nander De Cedas. He is 3 for 3 tonight. This one's launched towards the scoreboard and right. King's going to run out of room. It's a 3-run bomb, and it's all FSU tonight. That'll win any talent show.
There's a talent right there. Just the 2nd home run of the year for Carter Smith, and it's against a tough left-hander in Ryan Webb. Scott Strickland starts to make the way out. That is a 5-run 5th for the Seminoles. That home run right there, the 4th hit of this inning alone. It's 13 in the game for Florida State.
Ray Tanner and the selection committee put Florida State in, one of the last 4 at-larges to get in. And here in Athens, the number 3 seed is looking like the powerful program they've been for 40 years under 11. It's a 10-2 advantage for the Seminoles on the road in Athens. I think they've made their own breaks this weekend. Chopped to the left side, Cam Shepard retires Mendoza to end the inning, but it is another big one for Florida State. They send 10 to the plate and they lead 10-2. Momentum's a funny thing, isn't it? Since that double play turned by Tucker Maxwell in the 3rd, Florida State's outscored Georgia 10-zip. Mendoza kicks the bag, fires across high, and a collision at first base, but they got the out. Carter Smith held on to the ball even as he was being plowed over by Cam Shepard. Elijah McNamee is the Bucky Dent of college baseball to Florida State fans. Ground ball to second. Shepard will make the turn, and they got it. Nasty. And that curveball is nasty. Let's find out what's going on in front of a packed house in Greenville, North Carolina. Zubin, what are you watching? This one's launched deep left into the Georgia night. A 2-strike swing that puts it in the parking lot for Mike Salvatore, his 3rd hit.
This is not easy to do because from this arm angle, Mike Salvatore just seen a few fastballs coming in on his hands, and he gets a slider, and it hangs up a little bit. But it's real easy to open up thinking that fastball is going to come in on your hands. Instead, Salvatore waits.
Sharply hit under the glove of Carter Smith. Tucker Maxwell motors his way to 3rd. And Connor Tate from just down the road in Bishop, Georgia, comes up with a pinch hit single. Has left a great impression on his head coach, Scott Strickland, who was an assistant coach at Georgia Tech when Virginia had some great pro prospects. Compared him to Ryan Zimmerman. Backhand, DeSatis gets a force at second. Maxwell will come home on the fielder's choice. What a play by Nander DeSatis, the opening day shortstop.
Well, you talked about it earlier, and DeSatis was the #1 rated high school shortstop in the state of Florida.
Chop to second. DeSatis again. Gets it out for the force at second. On to first. And a 4-6-3 double play. Smooth and special. Show up on the banks of the Red Cedar in East Lansing, Michigan, wearing a Dodgers Kirk Gibson jersey. Slide and grab in left field. Brandon Jernigan has it.
I'd also like my belt back that I wore still 2 years ago, but I don't think I'm going to see that.
J.C. Flowers touches one to left. Jernigan lays out. What a grab! Take a bow, Brandon Jernigan. Hashtag this one SC Top 10.
Yeah, you may see that one a few more times tonight, too. We talk about this Georgia defense, and so often because of what they do on the infield. Brandon Jernigan, the only freshman that's in the everyday lineup for Georgia, but he can fly.
Auburn not going quietly. Here's Jernigan again. Caught it! What a grab! Brandon Jernigan, a couple of highlight reel plays here in Athens. Swing and a miss, and that'll do it. Kwiatkowski finishes it out. Nelson with a handshake for the umpire. And Florida State cruises to a 12-3 victory thanks to 15 hits for the Seminoles.
For a team that was one of the last to get into the NCAA field this year, Florida State goes on the road as a 3 seed for the first time since Mike Martin has been there. And now they're 2-0. Noles await the winner of Georgia and FAU. That's noon tomorrow. Then Florida State with a win tomorrow at 6 would move on to a super regional.
C.J. Van Eyck goes to 10-3 with the win. Emerson Hancock drops to 8-3. Levin, simply known by his number, will have Florida State playing for a regional final again. Thanks to a new folk hero in Florida State history, Tim Becker, the walk-on, the graduate. Guy came out of nowhere with 2 home runs yesterday, 1 more tonight.